This snow is extending across multiple counties, including Carroll County, where an emergency plan was activated earlier this evening. Let's take a live look right now on Main Street in Westminster. The visibility is still very low, but you can see the roads are very slick. Luckily, we have those windshield wipers on, and while others use the snow to their advantage. Take a listen. Another winter storm is getting acquainted with Baltimore, the second snowfall in a week, but it's not stopping people from a night out on the town.
It's great. We're having a grand old time. Came out for a little dinner, tired of being in the house.
The weather is not so good. However, if you want to be healthy, you still have to keep going. That's why I went to the gym.
Plenty of people doing that in Carroll County, despite the snow activating an emergency plan.
Drive slowly, drive carefully, and drive cautiously.
As residents stop and go on the Monday morning commute, they anticipate the plows will be out, trying to stay ahead of the snowfall. And again, let's take a live look at Main Street in Westminster. As I said before, visibility still very low. We have those windshield wipers on. Those snow plows will be out.
An all too familiar scene in Baltimore last night. Officers on patrol heard gunshots that led them to a double shooting in the 1500 block of Cliffview Avenue. One man so severely wounded, homicide was called in. He later died at the hospital. The second victim, a woman, is expected to survive. Acting Police Commissioner Michael Harrison spoke about the violence at an outreach meeting on community policing last night.
Let's remember, the people who commit murders, that's their decision. So the plan is to help find a way to change their minds about committing those decisions. The police department can't be inside their head on making that decision.
There have been more than a dozen shootings in Baltimore in a two-day period. Acting Commissioner Harrison says this is the culture of violence that has to be addressed.
The decision to pull the trigger is not made at the point when you pull the trigger. The decision to pull the trigger is made when you pick up that gun and stick it in your pants and walk out the door. That decision was made long before they killed somebody. So there's this whole culture of violence that we have to really cure.
5 people were shot in a single incident Thursday. The acting commissioner says city residents are also part of the solution.
Then we need the citizens to actually tell us what's happening when they witness these crimes and find a way to protect them in the process, because much of it has to rely on what people see.
There were 342 homicides in Baltimore last year.
Good evening, Maria. The last time most of us saw Adnan Syed was 2016. He was walking out of this door at Circuit Court behind these bars. He had just been granted a new trial. Well, it appears now after this ruling from the Maryland Court of Appeals, there will not be a new trial after a ruling today.